Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to episode 73 of the episode A of the Stateside Report UK. I'm your host, Stateside Gab. Listen, if you heard last week's episode, you would heard I was a bit poorly.
Shake off the rust.
I'm still a little bit.
Shake off the rust.
I'm still taken there a bit, but I can run point today. It's not that bad. Last week, go listen to last week's one if you haven't. Oh, I was in dire straits. But the show must go on. Episode 73 of the Stateside Report UK. Stateside Gap in the building. Stateside out for over there. What you saying, brother? What you telling me?
This time around, I'm running QB2. Standing on the sideline, praying on your downfall.
You just keep holding that tablet. Hold the tablet nice.
DBs crush into you.
Just go one D tackle to come and slam me into the grass. It's crazy.
But yeah, can't complain. So far, so good. I mean, we had a surprisingly good All-Star game, which obviously we'll talk about. Certain parts of the All-Star weekend was a bit... So, yeah, I'm excited to get into it.
We'll talk about it all, man. We'll talk about it all, honestly. It's going to be a good episode, as always, on the Stateside Report UK. Before we get into it, let's go through what's doing the Rands at the moment. Devin Booker narrowly lost out on the three-point contest to returning Damian Lillard. He's now won 3 three-point contests, tied with Larry Bird and Craig Hodges in NBA history. LeBron James has teased his NBA retirement when asked at All-Star Weekend. He said, "When I know, you guys will know. I just want to live." And allegedly, I'll put the emphasis on allegedly, just in case the cats and the black suits come to my doorstep. Kevin Durant's burner account has been exposed all over the socials. Tweets have criticized each and every one of his former teammates, and his current Rockets members. Stateside up as we do. All 3 of those, we're going to go through them. 3-point contest, wowza. Devin Booker, I won't say he's unlucky, but he missed the last shot, didn't he? You know?
He
Damian
did.
Lillard on that bum Achilles. Hey, I've got something left in the chamber. I've got something left in the tank. And, hey, man, it's nice to see Damian Gallen. It's nice to see him showing out at the 3-point contest, man.
100%. To be fair, I didn't know they were holding these events as early as they did, especially being in LA as well. So I missed most of that 3-point contest. I only caught Devin Booker's round as he started. I'm like, wait, so what's going on? Only to find out that was the last round to win it.
Damn.
But obviously, like Damien said, he was praying on Devin Booker's downfall, man. Do you know what I mean? When you know he had to make all his last shots on the Moneyball rack, the lights got a bit too bright. But I always loved the 3-point contest. You know what I mean? That's always one of my favorite parts of the All-Star weekend. It's something that not that you can't fake. It's just if you can't shoot, it'll be exposed. Do you know what I mean? The best shooters will always win it. So it's always been one of my favorite. Always been one of my favorite events. Curry even got an interview saying that he's definitely going to do it next year. He said he's definitely going to do it next year. He's going to try and get Clay into it as well. So we might get like every winner of the 3-point contest, like an all-star sort of.
I'm not against it.
Do you know what I mean? I'm like, hey, look at me doing up commissioner. So I don't mind that whatsoever. You know, I always love the 3-point contest.
Question that's just popped into my head, and we're going to talk about the dunk contest a little bit later. But in regards to the 3-point contest, outside of obviously the All-Star game, maybe the Rising Stars game as well, VJ Edgecombe won the MVP in that one. Do you think the 3-point contest has now surpassed the dunk contest in terms of this is the event that people are watching in regards to the event before the All-Star game?
Rhetorical question. 100%. Because, bro, I mean, like I said, we're getting to the dunk contest. Absolute joke of an event. But the 3-point contest, it has, what's the English I'm looking for? Suspense. It has excitement. It has, you know what I mean? Like, what's he going to make the last? It has aura. You know what I mean? It has aura. So it's one of those, like I said, I enjoy it. Who doesn't love a 3-point shot? You know what I mean? Every team feels like this 3-point specialist should always make these sort of events and stuff like that. So they always pick the best of the best to participate in this sort of event. So yeah, long may it continue. You know what I mean? Long may it continue. I was low key rooting for Concanapo as well. He's not only one of my favorite rookies, but he's one of my favorite players in the league. So I want him to like make like a breakout sort of statement, but it wasn't to be.
Well, there's professionals in that 3 point contest now.
Facts,
Like I said,
facts.
3 times. It's not a joke when you're talking about people like Larry Legend. Then, you're dealing with serious shooters. So shout out to Dame Lillard. Let's hope he can come into next season as healthy and look as good as he did in the 3 point contest, because that would be lovely and something special for the Trailblazers. LeBron, quickie on him. It's funny you mentioned Steph Curry in regards to. He said he wants to do the 3 point contest one more time. Maybe he answered the questions about retirement himself, actually, and he said, I ain't really putting a time frame on anything. It's not going to be anytime soon or anything like that. But, another 3 point contest here, harking back some memories of the past. LeBron James has been asked a few times now this season, retirement, the end of days is coming very soon. But he's come out this week and said, I'm going to let you know when it's time. I don't know yet, but I'll know. And when I know, it's making me sad. And LeBron needs to be careful the way he's wording these things, because it's becoming more and more of a reality. And Stateside Arm, I'm not going to lie, it's making me emotional. It is.
I mean, what's he supposed to say though? Do you know what I mean?
Hey, you're not retiring yet.
They
Don't leave me in suspense.
Bro, they answer this question every single year. I mean, since they've seen that he can't grow his hair back again, like he has to use like pencil for his hairline. All of a sudden, they're like, "On LeBron, you're gonna make, this is gonna be an answer." And bro, what else is he supposed to say? So he was always gonna keep his cards close to his chest. You know what I mean? Start speaking in riddles like he always does. But he's probably got another. He's probably got another year in him. I think next year might be his last year. I'll be surprised if he plays after next season. And if he does play after next season, maybe it's Savannah's fault. That I said it. Because there has to be a reason why LeBron don't want to come back home full time. Why does he want to be on the road for 82 games? Again, at the age of 42.
You
have to put it on Savannah at this point. But let me not talk too much. Like you said, I don't want these, SUVs and black vans to come to my doorstep. But,
they don't mind pulling up when they need to now.
And it's not like LeBron's past it in terms of like his performances and stuff. Recorded a triple double like early the other day. So you still got game in he's still got game. He still has a bit in the tank, but it gets to a certain point. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it gets to a certain point. That's all I'm saying.
Well, CP3, shout out to CP3, retired out of the blue. The other day, I thought he was just going to resign to another team. I thought he probably would have stayed with the Raptors, but I was wrong. So it just goes to show you that anything can happen in this day and age in the league. So don't be surprised if second half of the season, maybe the Lakers are, bricking the bed, or maybe it's going that well. And the brother's like, let me just throw a little hand grenade into this thing. I'm out of here. You never know, matey. You never know. Right. So he's keeping the people on their toes and has been doing that for a number of years for a specific reason. But I just want him to tell me yes or no, so I can just put my mind at rest.
He's media trained to the bone. You know what I mean? There are some controversial questions as well about like certain countries and that. So, do you know what I mean? Like I'm saying, he's media trained to the bone. You know what I mean? Half the time, it's not even him talking. It's just the fact that he's so media trained. It's like
it's all
his alter ego just switches on and he just starts saying words. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of those ones. Asking him about retirement, he was never going to give anything away at the All-Star. Yeah,
fair enough. And our last one, as I maintained at the beginning, please, allegedly, I don't need the SUV pulling up to my block, please. But KD, you got some explaining to do if I'm to believe social media. I woke up this morning, I saw Michael Jordan was trending for different reasons. I ain't going to get into all that, but MJ, But Kevin Durant, what's going on? We know burner accounts are his thing. He's never been shy to admit, I got a burner account. I probably got 3 of them, but you're never going to know what they are. Well, one of them at least have been leaked, and they talked about, he's been talking about, allegedly, of course, some teammates of his at the minute, not a fan of Alpi, not a fan of, Jabari Smith, some of his old teammates of the past, has likened Devin Booker to a certain dictator that I won't repeat, has likened, his old point guard Russell Westbrook to, something of the snow variety, if you know what I mean. So, and others have been mentioned as and others have been mentioned. Stateside, you can't breathe, and I can't breathe as well. But neither can him without his phone, apparently. Neither with him without his phone. This is your goal. This is your best player of all time, and he can't put the phone down. Talk to me, brother, please.
He's got to put the phone down. Before we start recording, I'm saying, bro, this guy should start giving Wanda some grandkids. I mean, go start family, man. I mean, he can't still be doing this. Again, obviously, we're saying allegedly T done it. You know what I mean? KD did it. That sounds like KD. You know what I mean? But it's like we're saying, he shouldn't be saying all of this. He shouldn't be, airing out all of this stuff on burner accounts on his actual account. You just shouldn't. But if that's what he said, is he wrong? Is he wrong for what he said? Do you know what I mean?
You see.
He's
Well,
out of pocket, but is he wrong?
Well, I disagree with you. Is that kind of, yeah, he is kind of wrong. Not in the regards to like what he's actually saying. Is, chasing triple doubles, and was the Phoenix situation toxic, and is, Houston in a bad way at the minute? Sure. But this is not, you're not saying a great example. If these messages can be so freely found, leaked, whatever the case is, however they got out, however your account got exposed, why are you so, free to badmouth your teammates before defending them? I'm sure within, your immediate circles, there are other players as well will be talking crazy about each other. And that's fine. That's no problem. But I'd like to think that in online forums or things that, places where things can get leaked or re-uttered or whatever, whenever things can get linked back to you, that's when you need to be really careful. With LeBron James, which people have put Kevin Durant at the same table as, you would in some situations. Will LeBron James ever be caught doing this? Will Steph Curry ever be caught doing this? Why any of these guys that are superstars, would they ever be caught doing this? None of them would. They would defend their teammates and talk, highly of them before anything else. Whereas Kevin Durant is quick to badmouth, and maybe it's because he's comfortable. And I'm not saying he shouldn't, just be himself. But there has to be some limit to it, especially when it comes to, online, where people can really just get that information if they really wanted to,
No, I definitely hear where you're coming from. And like with obviously the players that you just mentioned there, immediately trained to the bone. KD on the other hand, I think he purposely tries to. I'm not saying it's like I know the guy. I mean, I know Kev, but I'm just saying, from what I see anyway, it looks like he's almost trying his best to show that I'm not media trained. You know what I mean? I'll say what I think and mean what I say. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like that kind of almost stems back to his move from OKC to Golden State, where he got a lot of flack. You know what I mean? Weakest move from by an NBA superstar, whatever. Where he felt like a lot of people ganged up on him, and they almost took. And this is no this is no excuse. I'm saying he felt like they almost discredited like his career and what he's done for the game of basketball just solely based to the fact that he left OKC to Golden State to cherry pick a championship and stuff like that. So he almost felt like if you're always gonna bash my career and like say bad stuff or like be harsh about me, I'm not gonna pull any punches as well. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, we can all have a pull and a push. And I felt like he almost comes across defensive every single time he engages with like these Twitter folk and stuff like that, which I don't think he even needs to. But hey, free will, you know what I mean? You can do what you want, no rules.
No rules indeed. Do whatever you want, do whatever you please. You've given the people them something to talk about, and we thank you for that, allegedly. But hey man, I'm just saying be careful, because the same way that I've seen it and the same way that you've seen it, Şengün is going to see it, and Jabari Smith is going to see it, and the rest of your teammates are going to see it.
What are they going to do? Break another jump shot?
Well, look, on the court, they might not do much for you, all right? They might not. But off the court, hey man, they might, your life might become a little bit more difficult, because now they know how they truly, are seen in your eyes.
Thinks about them.
Yeah, man.
KD's gonna walk into the Houston facilities after All-Star break, like, see that white guy with his hands in his pocket, like.
You remember Jamal Adams back in the day? I guess they cut me. I get they cut me.
I definitely see how it can make things a little bit awkward in terms of like team chemistry and stuff like that. I mean,
this man was probably slapping hands with Devin Booker and Alp at the All-Star game just yesterday. Now this morning they're like, "Rah, my man was really sneaky."
Because even if they think KD might be talking behind my back, it's certain things that you should just never find out because it will just never be aired. But
Exactly.
bro, someone of his stature as well, I guess is what makes it like a little bit unbelievable. Like I can't believe he's actually putting stuff out there like this for someone of his caliber and
Yeah,
stature in
man.
the game of
Even the
basketball.
I was
But
even gonna say even the unmedia trained of the like I think Anthony Edwards is the first. I
right,
can't even see myself thinking that Anthony Edwards will put himself in this situation.
nah,
You know,
nah.
I just don't know. I just don't know, innit? But maybe he's trying to, like you said, be relatable, but then like he's still figuring out
It gets to a
how to
point.
do it. Yeah, man. I don't
It
know.
gets to a
I don't
point.
know. But
He's my goat. Just got to start. He got to start a family
yeah,
immediately. I
man.
mean, put the phone down.
Put the
Put the
phone
phone down.
down. Go on a date. You know, have fun.
That's what I'm saying. Go touch grass.
Yeah, no,
Fucking
you
hell.
know, get out of the gym as well. You know, do something else that's not
Facts.
basketball related. How about
Yeah,
that?
you're asking a lot. You're asking a lot.
Hey
What?
man, if I had his bank account, I wouldn't be doing
Bro,
basketball stuff as much as he was doing.
OKD
That's what I'm
eats and
saying.
breathes basketball, man. Jimmy, you don't know anything else.
Well, that's what this podcast is about. To be fair, and we're gonna go straight into the All Star Weekend. A success, might I say? By the way, Stateside, you might have to carry me here. You might have the D tackle might have bent my leg a little bit because I'm not gonna lie. The All Star game, I've seen bits and pieces. Didn't watch it in its entirety. I didn't.
Started at like 10
However,
p.m. UK time.
I know, right? So it's actually decent time as well. But Valentine's Day weekend,
Ah,
just those things that are
one of
going
them
on.
ones.
Yeah, Doug. You know, so it meant I had to sacrifice it, unfortunately. However, everything that I was seeing on social media, everything that I was seeing on my timeline in regards to highlights, in regards to social feedback, in regards to what the players were saying as well, overwhelming success. You can talk in it better than I can, but I saw a lot of, especially the younger generation, be a lot more competitive when it comes to actually, getting into the play. They look like they were missing with the format in regards to they split up the teams and you have a target score. That's good instead of just having shoot around. You guys go have fun until the time runs out. Yeah, I understand why they changed it from that traditional style of format to okay, have a target score and have something to actually aim towards because then it actually drives some sort of competition. Like I said, you can talk about it better than I can, but from what I've seen, All Star Weekend in terms of the All Star game itself, successful.
No, it was definitely successful in terms of the game itself. Obviously, we spoke about the dunk contest, the 3 point contest, but I turn into the All Star game like I do every year. I mean, before the game, I'm like, this is a terrible product. I wonder how they're gonna mess it up again this year. But turn it on, like, the first couple of possessions, I'm seeing Wemby actually trail and then pin something to the glass. I'm like, what do we have here?
It's
Do
something
you know what I mean?
different now.
And then Anthony Edwards, I mean, coming off a screen, pull something up, bang, free. I'm like, okay, but it's kind of like contested. He was being trailed and everything. I'm like, okay. And then Scotty Barnes, I mean, block shots, so you just sliding their feet. Even Jokic as well was shooting the passing lanes, got a deflection. Obviously, the ball ended up in Barack's hands. It's like, okay, even if Jokic, if we're getting a bit of defense here, let's see if this actually holds. But then it just kept snowballing, kept snowballing. Wemby had like 3 blocks in the first couple of minutes. I'm like, we have something here. You know what I mean? And the score was actually close as well. And it's one of those. It's like a snowball effect of if you start messing about and like not giving maximum effort, it will you stick out like a sore thumb because everyone else is now trying. Do you know what I mean? So because everyone else is trying, you by default you have to as well. Do you know what I mean? And obviously that just makes for a better game. That makes for a better product for us fans, which we've always been complaining. Do you know what I mean, bro? They've inflated the prices for people that actually go and watch these games as well. So I'm sure a lot they would have got their money's worth for sure with obviously the game that was put out there. And I think separating like Team World versus Team USA or Team Stripes or whatever was you love that because obviously Team World feel like they've got to a level where they're better than Team USA. And I felt like they did because if you had I'm not sure why Jokic and Luka didn't really play as much. KD called them out as well. Was talking about how they don't really play any defense in these All Star games. I mean, he proved them right. You know what I mean? Because they only play a couple possessions and they sat out for the rest of it. Thinking, what? Like, you're the best player in the world. You're one of the best star players. If you're injured, just don't play at all. Do you know what I mean? Don't introduce to a vibe you can't maintain. Don't do that. Shea was injured, did not play at all. Giannis was injured, did not play at all, even though he was kind of one of the main events of the whole weekend. Do you know what I mean? Very entertaining. But I think if Team World was fully fit, they probably would have won it. But I like the fact that Wemby put the whole Team World on his shoulders and thought, yeah, let me try and win this. They got buzzer beaten in one of them by Scotty Barnes, I think it was, and you could visibly see Wemby actually like pissed off. I was like, oh my god, and that was the very first game as well. I'm like, okay, this is something. So I actually sat up and like readjusted my laptop. I'm like, we have got something here.
The young French boy is bringing hoops back to the All Star game. Can you
Bro, I
imagine
love a
it?
try hard, man. I proper
Yeah,
do.
man. I don't mind it in the All Star game. Was it, question from me, was it as good as, do you remember the 2020 All Star game, the one just after Kobe? There was the first
Yeah.
year they introduced the target score, and it was still traditional East versus West, but the fourth quarter hit, and then as it was as physical, competitive. Defense was there. It was as All Star game-ish as you can imagine it being, with the defense involved, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It got down to the wire. AD made the 2 free throws at the end. Was it as good as that one, or as any that you can remember in the past?
I think this was either as good as that one or probably the best one we've had for a long time. For a long time because there were multiple close games. There were a couple buzzer beaters. There were ones where Kawhi lost his mind as well. Kawhi had so there was it was 10-minute games, and Team Stripes, which is Kawhi's team, they had like 47 points. I want to say Kawhi had 31 of those 37 points
I saw he
in
went on a heater. I saw that.
in 10 minutes of play.
Mm.
He probably would have had a bit of rest as well. He scored 31 points. I mean, with good defense, they were actually sticking defense. Now, obviously, the trolls out there as well saying that even in these All Star games, they're still hunting cat on switches. Bro,
Hey man, you
what's
want to win or you want to win, huh?
bro? Kawhi hunted him on one of the switches because he needed to win by three. I think it was like 45-45 with like 5 seconds left. He
Hmm.
hunted cat on the switch, step back three. Hate to see it in an All Star game. And someone else was saying this. I hope this is the first and last time I see Jamal Murray in an All Star game. But then when he saw LeBron come out, he locked in. I mean, someone say he just needed to see a Laker player for him
There
to
you
lock
go.
in.
There you
But
go.
the level was very good. The level was very good from everyone. You know what I mean? Even with Cat as well. On offense, he was pulling up these logo threes, switching them. You can just tell the level of basketball from point guards to bigs and in between high level. Do you know what I mean? You just hope from now moving forward. I know it's almost kind of set a precedent of how the All Star should be played. I think if Wemby's playing these type of games, you get that from him. If Giannis is playing, you get that from them as well. It kind of obviously, I think it's. I don't want to say it's a culture thing in terms of like hard work and trying hard and stuff because Americans do that as well. But I think is something that obviously that's just who Wemby's personality is, and I feel like stuff like that is easily infectious. You know what I mean? And it just makes for a better product for us fans to watch.
Yeah, I think they understand. I think they understand the value more of, let's go out there and put on a good product, not only for ourselves and keep ourselves, locked in, but for the fans as well. Whereas obviously American stars throughout high school, college, obviously in the NBA as well, they're used to, okay, I just play basketball and this is the only time I really get, my to enjoy or to rest or whatever. And the Europeans are like, no, 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 we're playing because, people pay good money to come and play, and, this is a good opportunity. I could get my name out there. I'm playing. So I hope, like you said, this is a vibe that these guys can maintain, especially if the Europeans, can keep staking claims to get into these All-Star games. But as I said, as a whole, successful, and I'm very happy to.
Very successful. I mean, the old farts in the end, they kind of lost a bit of gas. You know what I mean? They end up going down like 20, 29 points to 11 or something. You just knew, yeah, that was it because they won back-to-back games, but then they had to rest for a couple minutes and then start again. It's like when the engine ain't running consistently for the KDs and LeBrons and this and other. Now they start chucking up shots. It's a bit short on the
Yeah,
rim. It's like
yeah.
yeah,
When I saw Anthony Edwards
get
was
him
the
out.
Finals MVP, I already knew what type of games were being played, and I said, "All right, no problem."
He tried to do a carry job at one point, but then just missed out because De'Aaron Fox, one of your boy, hit a buzzer beating free to ice and win the game. The whole thing was very exciting. It was very engaging. That was the main part of what I got from the whole All-Star game. It was engaging. You know what I mean? You couldn't take your eyes off of it.
That's
And
good,
like
man.
seeing obviously the best players compete. Do you know what I mean? It's not like, different teams, but it was the all stars competing. It gave a different dynamic to the game.
Well, one thing I think we need to not give as much flowers to, because there needs to be a conversation, and there's been a conversation for the last couple of years now. The dunk contest, man. Shout out to Brian. Can't remember his first name now. Spurs rookie. Shout out to him. He won. Carter Bryant. There we go.
Carter Bryant.
He won the.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
he
he
won
didn't.
the,
He didn't win.
it was the Johnson guy. It was the
This
not
is
the
the
Johnson.
Miami
It was the
guy.
Miami Heat. Done he won it? I just saw
Whoever that
Carter Bryant. I
is.
saw his dunks. I was like, oh, he was doing all right. Carter Bryant. Did all right.
Nah.
No, it was Kashad. Whatever his last name. I can't remember his last name now. But
Rashawn.
Kashad Johnson, Miami Heat fella. He won.
It speaks to
You
the
know?
dunk contest.
Yeah.
Like, he's even won the dunk contest, and we still don't know who the hell that is.
Yeah. Kashad Johnson. Yeah. I knew I was correct.
Sure.
Well done. He won the whole thing.
Shout out his thing, but
there's a conversation that needs to be had now in regards to, look, I'm a man for tradition, and I enjoy the dunk contest when it's good. And the last time I can truly say, like, it's been good, but obviously this is excellent and probably one of the best dunk contests ever, was Aaron Gordon versus Zach LaVine, and that's going back 10 years, man. It's been a long time since the dunk contest has been that good.
hands down the best ever. Nothing comes close.
Easily
Better
the best I've ever seen.
than Dominique and Jordan.
Best I've ever seen. The best dunks. The two guys, they were up and coming. They were hungry. They really wanted it. It was excellent. And now, and I'm not saying the guys that are competing now these times don't have the same sort of hunger or, are willing to put themselves out there, because it says anything if you're willing to put yourself into the dunk contest, because it seems like nobody wants to anyway. But it seems like now it's lost its legs. It might be time to put a knife and fork in the dunk contest. And as I said, I'm a man for tradition, stateside up. But the dunk contest might have to put the fries in the bag. I'm not going to lie.
100%. And it's like that. To be fair, that contest or that competition is one that never fails to disappoint me. Do you know what I mean? I could count on the dunk contest to disappoint me every single year, bro.
I just thought,
honestly,
when you said that, I was like, wow.
Yeah, I feel like it's got to the point where they're actually paying these lot to participate in it. No one wants to, and you can't keep bringing back Mac McClung as well. I mean, the guy's struggling to get NBA minutes, and he's going to be the fifth time NBA dunk contest. He can't be. You got to get him. You got to tweak it and say like he's a G League champion or something, because he's not an NBA player. Do you know what I mean? And he put on his Instagram like some of the dunks that he was gonna do if he participated. He would have won that easily. But the it's the hype on that is no one's asking for it. Do you know what I mean? Because then at this point, what do we need? Jar and Zion and all of these Anthony Edwards, they're not gonna do it. You mean they're not gonna do it? If LeBron did it, would it have incentivized these lot to do it? Maybe, but it is what it is. So it's like, then you got to probably change it to what's it called? Like a horse sort of game, sort of thing. I think they done that back in the day when KD was on like the Supersonics and that. I think he done it with like Rondo, like way back when, like 2007 and stuff like that. Kind of shows my age a little bit, but they might have to change it a bit, because the spectacle of the dunk contest is just, it's a farce.
Yeah, my thing is, there's two ways that I can try and improve it and or / get rid of it. Number one way, the easiest way for them is, look, just put it before the 3-point contest now, because it can be a nice introduction to All-Star Weekend. Like, there's some people that we don't know in the dunk contest. Like, get me hyped up for, the real stars that are going to compete in the 3-point contest. The Stephs and the Lillards and the Clays and all of these, man. All right, I can get hyped for that on the after the fact that the dunk contest has been a thing. The second thing that I can recommend is get rid of the dunk contest. You see what the WNBA, or not the WNBA, but the Unrivaled League is doing with the 1v1s? Yeah, give me some of that. I could
I saw that.
use some of that because look, and it might not even be, it might be difficult to get the stars involved in that one as well. I get that, but you telling me that 450 players in the NBA, none of them want to play 1v1? That's ridiculous. I can see it for the dunk contest. It's lost its shine. Nobody wants to get embarrassed out there. 1v1 is a little different. 1v1's a little different. So if they can get me that instead of the dunk contest, or even just add it in, at the same time on the same day, whatever the case is, yes, I'm involved in that one. So another event, preferably a 1v1 tournament, or just move the dunk contest for me. That's the only way that you can spice it up a little bit.
They'll never do the 1v1. Do you know what I mean? What are you gonna do? Like
never say
three dribbles max or something like that.
Bro, you see what they do in the unrivaled thing? They do up to 11. You as many dribbles as you want to do. I think they do it in position based though. So like the wings and the bigs will face each other. The guards will face each other. Yeah, like that. I don't mind it. No problem.
Not to basketball, but it will never happen. I wish it does, but it will never happen. So then you just gotta, bro. The 3-point contest is the main event on Saturday. So I think they might have to just move the dunk contest forward, and they gotta get people of like a bit of notoriety in these sort of competitions. We can't bring Rashid Johnson and Jace Richardson. I know his
he
low back
banged his head on the floor.
Ain't right now.
Oh,
what?
Oh,
Bro,
that looked like it hurt,
nervous.
boy. And he
Someone
laid
said
there
you're
for a
getting-
second. Yeah, he's just like me. I can't gonna lie. I'm just gonna lay there.
Bro, when he fell, the guy that tossed him was like,
Are you alright?
"Take your time." Oh, bro.
Yo, I fought for bro.
It spoke to that dunk contest. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, I just know right now he's there with the fattest ice pack on his lower back. You know what I mean? He tried to nerf it. Someone tweeted saying he tried to nerf his NBA career for a 43 score. Just, bro, we gotta get people of like notoriety that can actually dunk properly. It's just it adds to it. It adds to it because you can be such an amazing dunker, but if no one knows who you are, you barely get minutes in the NBA. It don't do anything for anyone.
Hey man, I don't know. To me, what is easier, getting some real notoriety players to play 1v1, or get them to play in the dunk contest. You haven't been able to do it in dunk contest, so give them something new to incentivize. Put a nice little cash prize or something at the end of that as well.
Right.
I'm just saying, man, look into that, man. Look into that. Even if it's like some guys off the bench like 10th manners and they're doing serious 1v1. I'm involved. I'm watching. I'll be watching, but hey, just me, innit? Just me.
Just gotta pose these ideas to Adam Silver and see what he says. But
hey man, episode 100's coming up, man. Maybe we have to shout him there.
Exactly.
Last one, matey, before we hit our first junction, our first game. Speaking of Adam Silver as well, by the way, it wasn't him. I'm assuming he probably decided it, but. Some NBA teams got fined as of recently. The Indiana Jazz.
It was the Pacers and the Jazz.
Yeah, I just blended both of them together.
The Indiana Jazz.
The Indiana Jazz, Jesus. Sure, why not? The Indiana Jazz got fined $500K and $100K a piece for their exploits in regards to tanking, making sure their record is as poor as it can be. Jaren Jackson, I saw, has now gone to get season-ending surgery with no reports that he was struggling in regards to injury anyway, but obviously now this isn't a great excuse for him not to be on the court. Lowry's had to sit out some games. Pacers, a lot of them have sit out some games as well. And over the weekend, this discourse around social media got around in regards to the NBA commissioner, Adam Silver, really thinking about eliminating the NBA draft and letting people coming into the NBA out of college just be free agents and sign for whatever team they want to do or whatever they want to sign for. And I just think that stinks. Getting rid of the draft. I don't think you can do that. I don't think that should be in any sort of conversation. There has to be a better way to sort out tanking. Obviously, I'm not paid to make that decision, but eliminating the draft Stateside, I don't know about you, but me, no chance. No chance.
No, you can't eliminate the draft. That makes no sense. Do you know what I mean? The draft is part and parcel of what the NBA is, and the dream of these young players obviously making it into the league is trying to get to the draft, trying to see where they go in the draft, if first round, second round, first pick. It adds to the spectacle of the whole thing, with the fans as well. You can't get rid of that. You know what I mean? Dun, 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 with the first pick,
I need it. it in my
exactly.
veins.
Hey, it's part of it, so you can't get rid of it. It makes no sense. And with the whole tanking thing, I don't know because I made a video talking about how obviously from the UK I watch a lot of European sports and there's always jeopardy for losing. You know what I mean? And how I, as someone that's watched a lot of sports in the UK, I will never warm to the American sports way of like tanking. Do you know what I mean? Being rewarded for losing. I might have to look into see what better options there are to negate like tanking to stop purposely losing. I know these fines, five half a million and £100,000. It's a lot, but if you're seeing the talent pool coming out of this year's draft, is the fine worth it?
The
Yes.
easiest thing. Oh, sorry, I interrupted you. Sorry, there. Sorry.
Oh no, sorry. Some might say it is because if you get an AJ DeBounce or Darren Peterson or whoever's coming out of these drafts and they can change your fortunes for the next 10, 15 years, what's $500,000? Do you know what I mean? That's chump change if you look at it in a macro sort of lens, right?
Well, yes, definitely, and I can see why they would be like, bun the rules anyway. Who cares if we get AJ coming in the door? If we get Darren Peterson coming in the door, I understand why people would have that mind frame. I'd like to think that if you're one of those teams, the easiest way in my head that I just thought about now, excuse me, is to if you've been a bottom feeder team or if you've been a lottery team for so many amount of years, if you stay a lottery team and you don't compete to make the playoffs, then your odds of getting a top draft pick should dwindle. So then that would mean that you can't just have the worst record and give yourself the best chance. If you're, a Utah Jazz franchise, let's say, and you've been I don't know how long they've been in the lottery now. Let's say for the best part of like 4 or 5 years now. Like
Right.
every year after the first one, it's like, cool, no problem. Instead of 25%, which is what I think you get if you're a top bottom 3 team or bottom 4 team, whatever the case is, then that's
Mm.
going to drop to, I don't know, 19%, 15%, whatever the case is. So that it actually gives, other teams that have been struggling for a long time, but have actually been doing the right things, a la, you could say Dallas Mavericks of last year. They didn't necessarily just bottom out and tank the whole year and tried to go for 50th place in the West. They tried to do something, it flopped. They got injured. Okay, season's done. They'll just progressively get worse. They land the number 1 pick. Even though people will say, they got the button pushed. It kind of makes sense and it's understandable how they got the pick. At least it's ethical in a way. If there's more situations like that, rather than teams, literally bottoming out and aiming to go basically 82-0, or 0-82, I should say, then yeah, it's different in that sense, So that's maybe a quicker way, but I guess it's easier said than done.
There's a lot of talent in these NBA teams. You know what I mean? So purposely trying to tank, it'll show. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like one of the games where Laurie Markkinen and Jaren Jackson Jr. were balling out, and then all of a sudden you sit them in the fourth quarter, knowing exactly what you're doing. I think one of the games against the Heat, they tried it and they won. And yeah, the other game they end up losing. It's like, bro, like this is. I don't know if I want to go the route of this, like a level of integrity that you have to have with the sport, and actually try and play it the right way. Do you know what I mean? And not purposely trying to lose from a winning position just for a draft pick because I don't. Obviously, there's only one goal, but like the basketball gods, as everyone says, eventually that will it won't repay you for treating the game like you're treating it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, I don't get paid enough, unfortunately, to make the tanking go away. I don't think it's actually possible, to be honest, no matter what the NBA tries to do, no matter how hard they find these teams, or even if the percentage odds, go away, still a lottery at the end of the day. So I don't know if that would even work. We just have to see what happens in the future. I will say, though, in regards to Combat U, and to combat the people that say just eliminate the draft because just get anybody to whatever team, then all these rookies will just go to the good teams and the teams in bigger markets and the teams with good market opportunities. Exactly. So is it the right thing to not reward the worst team? Well, no, because then they're going to be the worst team for time to come. I don't know.
Exactly, because who the hell's gonna go Utah? No offense.
Willingly.
Hence, that's the point I'm trying to make. Who's gonna willingly trying to go Utah or Sacramento.
Okay, let's slow down, buddy. Okay.
But real talk, he's gonna go to these teams that lower, smaller market, don't really win much. Bro, the big cities, Chicago, LA, Boston, Lakers, they're gonna be more of an enticing sort of prospect.
Mm.
Whole thing would just makes no sense. I'll definitely have to have a deep dive into it to see or to come up with what I think would be great ideas to kind of mitigate these tanking issues that we have in the NBA.
Well, enough of the tanking chat. Stateside, it's making my head hurt. It's making my throat dry, and we can't be having that. I'm still poorly. All right.
Facts.
Shall we play a game?
Yeah, let's play again. Let's do it.
Bit of winner stays on. We love a bit of winner stays on this podcast. Interesting one that has popped up. Jaylen Brown having a good year, as you know, All-Star as well. Allegedly, of course, and I'll say allegedly, has been speaking to Dana White about a potential after NBA UFC career. Now, I remember Chris Stapps made the news around this time last year, actually, funny enough.
I remember.
He said he wants to try out the octagon when he's, done with basketball. And now Jaylen Brown seems like he's the next person to, want to venture into the world of MMA. Stateside off, when you hear the name Jaylen Brown and when you hear the sport MMA, is that a match made in heaven?
It's a match made in the pits of hell. I said the exact same thing with Porzingis. I'm like, bro, stick to basketball. Do you know what I mean, bro? I'm seeing people from WWE. I'm seeing Brock Lesnar getting. I can't even use any curse, bro. He's getting beaten. Do you know what I mean? He's tapping out. He's tapping out.
He was world champion now, though.
I hear it, but it came at a price. Brock Lesnar was out here getting defeated in MMA, and you think Jaylen Brown and Kristaps Porzingis, Tingus Pingers, what? They have no business being in the bro. They have no business being in the octagon, bro. All it takes is one punch. You get back on the basketball court. But hey, these are too bored, man. Do you know what I mean? They get paid an obscene amount. Do you know what I mean? After basketball, it's a lot of there's a lot of idle time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like then they start this. Bro, leave MMA is a completely different. It's a different kettle of fish, man. You don't want to mess around with them type of people.
Yeah. Well, Stateside, unfortunately for you, we're messing with these type of people right now. Winner stays on. Which NBA player would translate to UFC the best?
What on earth are we doing here, mate? I'll bite.
And we'll start with the two in question: Jaylen Brown or Kristaps Porzingis.
Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown, Kawhi Leonard.
Give me Kawhi.
Kawhi Leonard, Jimmy Butler.
I don't know. I feel like there's something a bit tapped with Kawhi that fighters that are like mad quiet like that. You don't want to mess around with. But then Jimmy as well. He's got a knee injury right now. Give me Kawhi.
Kawhi Leonard, Marcus Smart.
Biggest size. Give me Kawhi.
Kawhi Leonard, PJ Tucker.
PJ Tucker's too small. Give me Kawhi.
Kawhi Leonard, Josh Hart.
Give me Kawhi, man. Bro, have you seen his hands, bro? And his wingspan, bro. Give me Kawhi.
Yeah, I've seen him now. I've seen him. Kawhi Leonard, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
That's gonna be a great fight. Give me Giannis.
Last one, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Draymond Green.
Give me Giannis on this one. I had length, reach, all of that. Draymond's tapped. Yeah, I think he's gonna take a lot of punches, but at the end of the day, I think the height, reach, length, stamina, the know-how. Give me Giannis on that one.
Giannis Antetokounmpo will translate the best into UFC. Not that I don't know if Giannis wants to get punched in the face for a living, but I can see
He's
it.
African. I mean, he's African.
I can see it.
So it's just, yeah, bro. Draymond, nah, man. He's all talk.
I can imagine a few. To be fair, I could see a Thompson twin in there. Because there's Isaiah
100%.
Stewart in there.
I'm surprised he wasn't even. I'm
Yeah.
surprised he
I can
wasn't
see
even on the list.
Diabate. Did you see? I saw what he did the other day.
Bro, I was watching. I was actually watching the game,
Ah,
and I made a video on TikTok. And I said, in ice hockey, they give you like a 30-second sort of.
ice hockey.
Hear me out. They give you a 30-second sort of thing where the ref's kind of still there, but it's like, go on, have at it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They'll be not
Have a
holding me
push
back.
at the pool. Have it.
That's what I'm saying. Like the no fake hold me back sort of thing. Like trying to swing through,
Mm.
like protect. Have at it. Have at it for a bit. Give him like 15 seconds because obviously there's no skates. They're on like solid,
Yeah.
sort of ground. I don't condone violence, but if they want to have at it, these are two grown men. Let them have at it.
I'm not angry. I'm not
saying.
angry. I'm not
Gotta
angry
pose
now.
that to the commissioner, man.
Aye, man, we've got
You know what
questions
I
for
mean?
the commish. I'm
Yeah,
telling
gotta
you.
pose that to the commish.
I'm telling you, matey.
See if he's with it.
But hey, man. So hey, maybe I've missed a few. You can let me know. The TikTok comment section is never wrong, as they say.
Exactly.
So don't worry, they will let us know if we've missed anybody in particular. Stateside, I'm going to talk some NBA matters now. It's been a great All-Star game weekend, but the All-Star break usually signals first half of the season done, second half of the season is ready to commence. So it's a good time to look back, review how the first half of the season has gone. We're going to do some awards as well in regards to the major awards. Your MVPs, your most improved, all that. That's to come, though. That's to come. Let's start with, I guess, your most surprising team because, I haven't got the NBA standards in front of me, but, OKC is top in one conference. The Pistons are top in the other conference. Two teams that I expected to be up there in regards to, playoff teams, good contention, considering the teams that we had last year. But when you're looking at both conferences right now, East, West, you don't have to give one of each. You can if you want. But when you're thinking, oh, this team has really, really surprised me this year, either good or bad, let me know. Who's your surprise team of the year so far?
I mean, before the season started, I put my foot through the prediction that Toronto were going to be good this year. I mean, they were a losing team last year, and I was like, yeah, Toronto they're gonna do well this season. I feel like they've exceeded my expectation with how well they've done. In terms of a team that's done poorly, if we're looking at the East again, I knew the Pacers would struggle. I don't think they're going to struggle this much. I didn't know they were going to be 15-40 struggle. You know what I mean? So if we're looking at it like that, I'll have the Pacers as the team that they surprised me in a bad way, and the Raptors surprised me in a good way. Charlotte, I have my eyes on them. I really want them to make the playoffs. Give me Pistons Charlotte in round one. I want it. I need it. I have to have it.
That'll be a good series, That'll be a very good series, by the way, as well.
100%.
I think looking at the teams in the NBA at the minute, my surprise team, I'll go East and West. My surprise team, for not good reasons, unfortunately, in the West, is the Pelicans, I had them doing something in regards to, you see what Charlotte is doing in regards to, they're not
Right.
a great team, evidently. Like if you put them against the best teams in the East or West, they're going to get trounced more time than not, right? But you see the excitement that they're generating. You see LaMelo starting to piece it together a little bit. You see the trades that they made in trade deadline. You see, Konkanupo in contention for Rookie of the Year and some of their role players, actually putting it together also. It's generating a good buzz in Buzz City. No pun intended, of course. But it's good vibes. It's good, young, entertaining basketball. It's what you want to see. And that's what I thought the Pelicans could give me. Even a little bit of that, I would have taken it. I would have loved to see Zion, put what LaMelo's doing on paper or on court, I should say, and take the Pelicans to somewhat into relevancy. Playing maybe a playoff team, that's probably reaching a bit too far. But I'm disappointed in the Pelicans, man. Jordan Poole especially, he's shown me. And I should have been, hip into seeing what was coming with Jordan Poole, but he's been stinky this year, absolutely stinky, and has been benched for good reason because of it. So they're my surprise team in regards to, I thought they were going to be something good once Jordan Poole got
Do you feel like because they're playing a tough conference, it's a little bit hard for them to upskill in terms of obviously what the Hornets are doing?
No, because every team
All right.
that are down there competing for playing spots have their issues. The playing spots at the moment are the Suns, the Warriors, the Trailblazers, and the Clippers. Now
The Clippers
Suns
really turned it around. Well, Kawhi really turned it around.
well, look at their team now. Their team's kind of doo-doo now. You know,
Right.
the Grizzlies have problems in their, all over the place. The
Big
Mavericks
problems.
issues. It seems like all over the place. They just made major moves and probably not going to be doing anything great this year. The Jazz are
No.
tanking. The Kings are, unfortunately, they're the Kings. The Trailblazers are a younger team that you were supposed to be, competing in regards to moving into that relevancy. Obviously, Denny's done wonders for them, man, as well as others as well. But you're telling me Zion couldn't be doing some of that?
Damn.
It's hard
Bro.
to see. The Warriors are old and have injuries. Like, come on now. Like, there's that. I like to see windows of opportunity, and the Pelicans for me are the one team I'm looking at in the Western Conference. But like, you've missed it, man. You've missed your chance to actually do
100%.
something.
Bro, if you look at Portland, as you said, they're gaffers in the slammer. And
you know,
they're still in the playing
I forgot
spot,
about that.
bro.
I forgot about that, bro.
They got
Scoot
Thiago,
Henderson.
bro,
He's,
they got
he's
Thiago Splitter as their coach, you
bro.
know. You
Scoot
know how
Henderson is
crazy that is?
battling bust allegations. I'm showing
Bro,
you, bro.
Thiago Splitter, it throws me over every time I see him out there. I'm like, where did the guy that got blocked by LeBron that one time? And he's a coach. You love to see it. But yeah, no, you're right. Bro, window of opportunity is such a thing in sports in general. And if you don't attack it, it could change the course of your whole franchise because everything's all about timing, you know?
That's what I'm saying, man. So shame that the Pelicans have been as smelly as they are, but yeah, man, they're gonna have to be my most surprising team in regards to in a negative
Disappointing.
spin. Yeah, and most disappointing one. And in a positive one, in the East, I've got to say it's the Celtics, man. They've obviously made
Fair,
moves
fair,
as of
fair,
recently to bolster their roster, but coming into the season, I said, oh, they're gonna struggle if they can make the play in,
fair.
fight for the playoffs. Then that's a good season for them. No disrespect.
35 and 19 is very good.
They're a very good
Is
team, man.
very, very
They're
good.
very good, and you'll see in regards to what I have in regards to our awards coming up when it comes to the Celtics. But yeah, man, they're a team that I've slept on them, not for no reason, because at the beginning of the season they were what I thought they were. They were poor, they were small inside, and outside of Jaylen Brown, they struggled to generate real offense. But as of recently, credit to the coach as well. Yeah, they've put it together and they're mounting a real,
Mazula.
real good playoff push. So the Celtics are my most surprising team for good reason in the East.
Yeah, no, I hear it. I hear it. What am I supposed to pick another one?
I don't have to. You don't have to. I just had to. Being a bit greedy. It's just what I do sometimes. We did the most surprising team. Did you pick a most disappointing team?
A most disappointing team, I picked the Pacers.
You did. You did pick the
Pacers, yeah,
Pacers.
they just lost way too much. They dropped way too low. But again, obviously, they're also trying to tank to see who can we bring in to try and help once Halliburton comes back. But still, bro, going from Game 7 of the NBA Finals to, bro, rock bottom,
Dark.
disappointing.
Dark.
Disappointing.
Now, hopefully a fun one. We're gonna do our first half of the season awards. We'll do MVP last because that's
We
supposed
could
to
have
be
had like
your
a little trophy sort of sound.
yeah, little yeah.
You know, we
No,
need a soundboard,
we
man.
need a soundboard. I
We
know
need a
we need a
soundboard.
soundboard. Don't worry, on the way, on the way, on the way. All right.
Maybe for the playoffs.
But for now, we'll imagine it, and the stateside fan base will also imagine it. How about we start with DPOY because I have a feeling I know where you're going. If you had to give a first half of the season Defensive Player of the Year award, which player would get it?
Chet Holmgren. Chet, yeah, because he's averaging 2 blocks, been dominant in obviously part of the best defensive team in the league. Wemby is by. I now need to make this clear. Wemby is by far and away the best defender in the league, and he has been since he stepped foot in the league. But with what Wemby's doing, but with what Chet is doing with OKC, haven't played most of the games that he's supposed to play is the only reason why obviously I'm counting the whole 65 game threshold rule, or putting that into consideration. You have to give it to Chet. Do you know what I mean? There's a player that can guard all 5 positions at a very high level. You saw that in the playoffs. You saw that in Game 7 of the NBA Finals. It's a great anchor for the best team, the best defensive team in the league. I feel like he could be a little bit stronger. I feel like he could be a little bit nastier in terms of like you know being a see you next Tuesday. I think that would just help his game in general. But his talent, his defensive capabilities is it should not be understated. So if I'm to give defensive player of the year right now, give it to Chet.
I knew what you were going to say. I was going to say the same thing. If it wasn't Wemby, yeah, I give it to Chet as well. You know, the person that's anchoring the best defense in the league, then surely they should be getting it. If Wemby is ineligible for the award,
I had to use the Wemby like asterisk sort of thing.
yeah, no, don't worry. I have the betting odds right here at the minute. Wemby is favorite, but they have as we know, 6-5, he can't get the award. The Thompson twins, Scotty Barnes, Rudy Gobert, as well as Chet Holmgren round out the betting market in regards to Defensive Player of the Year. So that's very interesting in regards to the other people that are in contention. You know, let's do Rookie of the Year next. You know, this has been splitting some opinions. Stateside on before I even let you go, because I have a feeling that I know where you're gonna go. But the contenders this year: Strong Class, Cedric Howard, Derek Queen, VJ Edgecombe, Con Knuppel, and Cooper Flag up there in terms of Rookie of the Year. If you was to give Rookie of the Year right now, after the first half of the season, who would get the award?
Give me Con Knuppel. Give me Con Knuppel. This is someone, as I've always spoken about, his game is very mature. He's not just a 3-point shooter. He's good at playmaking as well. Do you know what I mean? His performances are very steady. I mean, over the course of the first half of the season, it doesn't look like he's had like a rookie wall where I feel like a lot of rookies they hit that wall and like they almost try and find a second win, but he's sustained a consistent level of performance over the course of the first half of the season. I like his game, big shot taker, big shot maker as well, and the comeback. Well, they didn't end up winning, but the loss against Detroit, there were certain times where they needed his big shot making from the outside, and he gave you that, and the pop that he gives the crowd. Don't want to liken it to Steph Curry when he was at the Oracle, but when I watch Charlotte games nowadays, because they've actually given me a reason to turn on my league pass to watch them. Every time he makes a three, there's a pop in the crowd, and like I'm saying, he's not just a 3-point shooter. He can actually put the ball on the floor. He can run a bit offense defensively as well. He's pesky on that end. I think Cooper Flag, his upturning or upscaling and performances, he should win Rookie of the Year. But I'm just going to obviously my favorite, who I think I want to win it. Do you know what I mean? Colin Kemper isn't just one of my favorite rookies in the class. He's actually one of my favorite players to watch overall in the league. So I'll give it to Colin Kemper.
There's no wrong answers, by the way. You know, they don't give these awards at the All-Star break for a reason. There's still some season left to play, so you're not wrong. But I do think it's Cooper Flag. I do, because I just think he's just a better player than Con, man. You know, and that's not a bad thing in regards to what Con is. Like you've highlighted how good of a player he is, one of your favorite players in the league right now. Cooper's just better than him. He's better on. He's a better offensive player in regards to his totality of everything that he can do on that part of the floor. And on defense, he walks laps around Con Knuppel as well. You know, so I think just I understand what the team records say and all that. Is Charlotte a better team than Dallas? Well, at the minute, another conversation for another day, I think. But in regards to what the two individual players, are doing, and especially the numbers that Coop is putting up at the minute as well, it's tough for me to go against him at the minute, So you're not wrong, but Cooper Flag is very good. Very good.
Cooper Flag has been putting up ridiculous numbers, but then obviously you can't blame him because the team's been losing every single time he puts up these numbers. 49 points against Charlotte. Actually, they lost that. I think he gave you like 34 and like 10. Afterwards, they lost that as well, and amongst other 30-point performances where Dallas end up losing. But again, you can't blame Cooper Flag on that. Do you know what I mean? I like his game a lot. I like how he's grown from being played in that point guard role, which you hated at the very start. But then obviously Jason Kidd is saying this is the reason why he's the coach and he knows what he's doing. And obviously, if you look at it in like a big sort of like lens, that he's going to get in situations where he's going to have to play make, where he's going to have to initiate offense, and being played in that in that point guard role to start the season where there was growing pains in his game will actually help him in the long run. So we have a big talent on our hand with Cooper Flag, man.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. It's similar to like when LeBron and Carmelo Anthony way back in the day were fighting for it. The argument was, yes, LeBron is a better player than Melo in that moment, but the team wasn't doing as good, and Melo's team actually made the playoffs as well, which helped him in his favor. But LeBron got the Rookie of the Year, and it came down to the fact that LeBron's just a better player. So there's no shame in either of these guys not winning it, but in my eyes, and the betting I'd say as well, yeah, Cooper's probably got it in the bag. But second half of the season still to play, so we'll see. We'll see. You know,
100%, 100%.
we'll go for most improved player at the minute. Just to give you a few that are hitting the betting odds at the minute: Ryan Rollins, Jalen Duran, Keontae George, Nikhil Alexander-Walker, Jalen Johnson, and Denny Avdia. Stateside, if you had to give most improved player after the first half of the season, who gets it? Can be somebody else as well if you don't.
AJ Mitchell's missed
I
too
knew
many
this guy
games.
was
He's
okay.
missed too many. No, bro, hit me out. I
He was
think
he's
averaging like
actually up
seven.
there for six man of the year as well. We're not
Bro,
going to do that at the minute,
I'm
but
saying, I'm saying.
he's up
All right, so we'll park that for now. But Denny Adviaf, obviously, for some, I couldn't really get you his numbers from last year. But if from where he was playing last year, where he the level that he was at last year to making an All Star team this year, possibly pushing the Portland Trailblazers to playoff contention, I think you probably have to look at Denny Advia to get that award. Obviously, Jalen Duran as well. He's he's someone that's surprised me a lot. I thought he was just brute strength, but he's got a lot of finesse to his game, and he was cooking Diabate before Diabate saw red, bro. Layups, dunks, free throws. He was making all his free throws. He was blocking the shots on the other end as well. He was bro. He got in his head, but it's just like you just gotta charge it. Do you know what I mean? And he done all of that and then palmed his head like a basketball, bro. I would have lost it as well. I would have lost it as well. Do you know what I mean? Jalen Duran's game is nice. His game is nice, but I'll give most improved to Danny Avia.
I'm a Jalen Duran guy. You know, I'm a Pistons guy, so I would give it
You
to him
are,
personally. If not him, Jalen Johnson underrated in regards to look. He just had
yeah.
the All Star berth. I understand that, and he was the talent that made them, you know, push the reset button in Atlanta. You know, they said, you know what, because we have this guy right here, Jalen Johnson, Trae Young. What did Colin Cowherd say? I'm good. I'm good.
We're good,
Jalen
bro.
Johnson is here now. Yeah. Jalen Johnson's here now. You know?
So LeBron James, we're good, bro. Ben Simmons here. What?
Bro, even in the moment, I said drug testing guy, bro. What's he on, bro? What is he
Fellas
on?
lost his marbles, bro. I hear it though.
Bro.
There's
But
certain takes you just have to put your foot through it.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Die on that hill.
yeah, you know. But no, but
Scandalous.
Jalen Johnson is because he's been really, really doing it, and he's made strides in his scoring, playmaking as well. I
He's
would
taking it
even
there, is what you're trying to say.
taking it there, taking it
Trying to
there.
give him the media trainer answer. He's taking
Yeah,
it.
yeah, you know. Shout out to Jalen Johnson,
Facts. He's
real
putting up
guy.
ridiculous numbers.
Yeah.
Ridiculous numbers.
For sure, but Jalen Duran would be my pick though, for real, because the
Fair.
record, what he's meant to the team, and his development over the few years I've been watching him closely. I like Jalen Duran, man. That's my guy. You know, All Star as well.
Fair
Put
pick.
respect on the name. You know, I think if I'm not mistaken, our Coach of the Year before the main event, Coach of the Year. If you want the betting odds on who's up there at the minute, David Adelman of the Nuggets, Charles Lee of the Hornets, Mitch Johnson of the Spurs, John Mazzulla of the Celtics, Jordan Ott of the Suns, and JB Bigstaff of the Pistons. If you had to
I
give
feel
Coach
like
of
with
the Year,
these All Star games and the coaches that they have coached these teams, I feel like they soft launch these coach of the years. You know,
yeah,
with Mitch Johnson and JB Bickerstaff. Give me JB. Give me JB Bickerstaff with the Pistons because from the jump that they made from 2 years ago till last year, it wasn't much of a jump for him to win Coach of the Year. I think who someone else won it. Let me see who won it.
whilst you're doing that, my laptop,
Kenny
unfortunately,
Atkinson. Kenny Atkinson with,
my
with
laptop
the Cavs.
unfortunately is
Obviously, they
about to
won.
die, so you're gonna have
Oh
to
yeah.
bear with me before we lose 73 episode 73.
No,
Of
you're
State.
fine.
Hold on.
Yeah, because Kenny Atkinson won 60 plus games with the Cavs, so he was always gonna win it. JB Bickerstaff, he made a jump, but it wasn't
Oh,
much
yeah.
of a jump to where you're like, yeah, you got to give him Coach of the Year. But this year, the level that they're playing at, the rate that they're winning, and they're dominating, you have to give it to JB Bickerstaff because it's easy to be, what's the term? It's easy to be a one season wonder, but he's actually kept what they have going on. He's found the formula and he's built on off of that. Do you know what I mean? So you have to definitely give him his flowers. You have to give him a respect to see that that's a quality coach right there, and he's helped change the culture in Detroit or bring the culture back to what Detroit basketball is and was. Do you know what I mean? And like I always bang on about it, it's hard to build a culture. It's hard to keep a culture going in a basketball team. But it looks like JB's come in and he's done a great job doing that. With this Detroit team, give him an edge and kept that edge. You know what I mean? Obviously, when you're seeing these sort of scuffles and fights and stuff like that, they just backing one another and stuff like that. So they can't be messed around. They can't be pushed around. So yeah, you got to give it to JB on that one for sure.
Yeah, for sure. No, he's been a good coach for a long time. I remember him, Houston, long time ago. This is going back 10 years now. Cleveland, a few years ago, and now obviously with Detroit as well, which is where he's got a really big break here. He's showing what he can do in regards to being one of the better coaches in the league. So I have to agree. I will say though, if Joe Mazzulla even thinks about pipping him for that first spot in the East. I'm just saying now, Big Joe's got to get it, man. Because me and you, we've said it before, we put a lot of pressure in regards to let's see what you're about now. No Jason Tatum, you got to really coach this team. And that wasn't saying he was a bad coach even before, but it was like, this is where you really earn your stripes. And to me, at least, he's earned them, a couple times over, but he can do a few more if he gets that number one spot in the East. That will go a long way in regards to Coach of the Year standards. But JB's got to be the guy. JB's got to be the guy for me as well.
100%, 100%. Shout out to Mitch Johnson as well. I mean, it's not easy
Yeah,
to
the
it's not
coach
easy
after
to
pop.
coach, but that's what I'm saying. It's not easy to coach young players and like keep them like level headed, like to reduce their mistakes and to play above their years. Which I feel like obviously that's something Mark Dagnall done really well and is still doing. So you got to credit Mitch Johnson with what he's doing. Obviously, it helps when you have a superstar level player in Wemby, but still, what he's doing in San Antonio cannot be understated.
Absolutely. It's never easy to follow a legendary coach as well. And, for first try, not bad. Not bad, is
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
Moment of the evening, the event, MVP. Let me give you the betting odds. Favourite for the award at the minute. Jaylen Brown, Victor Wembanyama's up there, but unfortunately can't win anything. Luka Doncic, Cade Cunningham, Nikola Jokic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Stateside Amph. I wonder where you're gonna go. It's just
Take me there too.
it's
Take me
sick.
there too.
Sick.
Hey, I'm saying, bro, the level that Shea has had to play at, and obviously this whole ab injury, bro. If it was the playoffs, he'd be playing. You mean they're just resting him a little bit? He's been consistent from minute one, from the first game against Houston up until now. You can't look over what Jokic has done, the numbers that he's put up. But he's obviously had that freak hyperextended injury, missed almost a month, has come back and actually hasn't been playing as well as a lot of people think that he could. I mean, and it's shown in the team record as well. They've lost more than they've won since he's got back. The defensive rating numbers has like skyrocketed, or I guess plummeted in this case. They given up too many points, so it's a little bit unfortunate with Jokic. I mean, he always still does play at MVP level, but he can't win the MVP this year at the level that he's playing at with the games that he's missed. So that automatically eliminates him. And unfortunately, it was always a two-horse race. Luca's scored more points than Shea, but he has not played anywhere as close to the level Shea's played at. Who else do we have?
Cade
Jalen
not up
Brown.
in there.
Who?
Cade not up in there.
Cade.
Cade.
No, to me, you could, yeah, no, he's definitely in the conversation. I
And
mean,
then
this
another
is really
injury,
me.
Shane not getting the award anymore, and then Cade could well and truly be there.
Obviously, it depends if Shea doesn't make the threshold, but this is really me just giving like people, the Cades and the JBs and stuff, they flowers, but they don't win the MVP over Shea unless obviously a knock on wood something happens to Shea where he can't play. Do you know what I mean? But with Cade, like I said, led this team to top seed, and I think they've lost the same amount as us, or they've probably lost one less. So it speaks to the level that he's playing at. And in a close game against Charlotte, bro, he was dominating, and he's someone that uses his size as well. Bro, he was taking a piss out of Lamelo and whoever was guarding him. Do you know what I mean? And Cade's obviously he's a player that there's a lot of questions about him. See if he can upscale his performance in the playoffs in these tight clutch games. I like what I'm seeing from him. He doesn't back down from any challenge. With Jaylen Brown as well, someone that surprised me a lot, had me change my opinion and outlook on him. And obviously the Celtics, as we just gave him their flowers as well, and balling out, averaging almost 30 points. And he's been, one of the biggest reasons to why the Celtics are where they are right now. But if we're talking about league MVP, you have to do something astronomical to beat out SGA in it. And I don't think anyone has done that consistently to threaten that, in my opinion.
It's fair. It's fair.
Taking all biasness out of it, obviously.
No, of course, because it's Stateside out for talking about it. Bias, never. I get it. I understand, and you're probably correct. This is probably a back-to-back year for one SGA. I would like to see Cade, get up in there and win it, because when the summertime, when I called him a top 5 point guard, you all laughed at me. You all laughed at me. But I have to say, you're laughing now, are you? Number one, we got in the East. We got number one.
Hey,
all right.
I like Cade's game a lot, man.
It's good, man. It is good. But no, it's been a great first half of the season. I've enjoyed it.
Could you see anyone else outside of Shea and Jokic winning MVP?
Wemby can't win it, unfortunately.
What about Luka?
No.
Luka's leading the league in points, bro.
Yes, true, but where are they in the West right now?
I think they're fourth, I want to say.
The fourth, which is not terrible. There's been MVPs that have got like 8th seed that won it, to be fair.
And then they're saying, if you look at Luka's shooting splits defensively, he's a cone on defense, this, that, and other, whatnot.
There's what? Am I giving it to someone like Jalen Brunson? Am I giving it to someone like Donovan Mitchell? At that point, probably not. No. So Luka's not a bad shout, honestly. It's not a bad shout. I would think I'd probably think to, even though Jaylen Brown doesn't have the numbers, I'd probably think to give it to him before I give it to Luka, just because he has to backpack probably a little bit more than Luka does. Luka's got LeBron James on the other side of him now,
And Austin Reeves.
And Austin Reeves as well. What does Jaylen Brown at? What? Peyton Pritchard? The Caitlin Clark comparison. The Caitlin Clark of the NBA. It's not, hey man, it's tough. I'm just saying.
There's so many trolls out there, man.
She trolled herself. I'm letting you know now. She trolled herself. Peyton Pritchard's a good player, by the way.
You see what B Hen said about?
No.
Bro, he was like, let's not get too cute, man. I mean, he's like, Peyton Pritchard will bust Kate Clark's ass, man.
No lies, by the way. No lies. Peyton Pritchard can really be him if he wants to turn it on.
Facts.
I'm sure he's
trying to say, that's such a terrible. Because some people say, that's a terrible comparison. You should be talking about like Steph Curry or someone. It's like, and me, it's like, let's not get too cute now. Peyton Pritchard would give Kate Clark work. It's like, hey, he's
crazy work.
He's not wrong.
Crazy work.
He's not wrong.
Tyrese Halliburton would have been a little bit more of a better comparison in my eyes, by the way. But
both Indiana plays as well.
It would have been. Reggie's an Indiana guy as well. Whatever.
Exactly.
It don't matter. But Jaylen Brown would be the person I would look to if he's told me I couldn't give it to Cade, because I'd give it to Cade otherwise, to answer your question. Jaylen Brown is the person, because you say what you want.
Cade winning MVP would be pretty cool, though.
It'd be sick.
Is that the most out there MVP? Would that be the most out there MVP shout since D Rose or Westbrook?
Sure. I think Jaylen Brown would be a little bit more, because you got to remember, Cade was number 1 pick, man, and he was heralded coming out of college.
So was D Rose.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at the point of where Cade was 2 years ago, MVP talks would be laughable.
Yeah, but would you say that was the same for D Rose as well, because he was on their ascendancy as well?
I hear it, but 2 years ago, Detroit only won 14 games. They lost like 20 something in a row.
Like West League team in the league, easy.
And if someone told you two years later he'd be winning MVP, you get laughed at.
Yeah, it's fair enough. I mean,
and an MVP in Detroit as well. Hey,
it's true. If what would be more of a surprise in your case then? Would Cade winning MVP be more of a surprise, or someone like Anthony Edwards be more of a surprise to win MVP?
Cade winning it. Yeah, I think it'll be more niche as well. I'd love that. obviously that's Shea's award, but I'd love that.
But remember, the Timberwolves for a few years ago was smelly as well.
They were, but I don't know. It's just Anthony Edwards' charisma, his play, all of that stuff. It would suit it. It would make sense. But with Cade and where their team was, bro, they were stinking out the gaff, man. They were stinking out the gaff, bro.
Yeah.
There was talk of them being the worst NBA team ever, and they came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's fair,
Changed
man.
the script immediately.
It's fair, man. It's fair. I'm thinking about it now. You're probably right. It's probably pretty out there in regards to somebody developing into an MVP. Maybe Giannis as well, because not that I didn't see it coming, but I did see it coming. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, because remember you were saying the whole thing about Kobe said I should go win MVP or something like that.
Yeah.
And in the tweet, and he's like, and I think he tweeted back after he said like, I've done it or something like that. Because I think Kobe was like setting challenges to like these athletes or whatever.
Giannis was like, I'm waiting for my challenge or something like that. Yeah.
Right. And Kobe put MVP, and obviously when he won it, he replied back saying I've done it and stuff. So it's definitely something to think about. It's definitely a conversation to be had. But seeing Cade win MVP for the city of Detroit as well, obviously now being one of the favorites in the East, it's kind of all molded in nostalgia a bit for me. Do you know what I mean? With like Detroit basketball and all of that stuff, like they're finally back on the map again.
It's good to see, man. It's good to see. You love to see it.
Unfortunately, that is Shea's award. You know.
Unfortunately, just take that unfortunately out of there.
Sorry.
Just take it out of there.
Yeah, I mean, but hey, we can all dream, can't we?
Stateside up. Shall we play one more game?
Let's play.
Bloody hell. Get me out of here. Listen,
Let's play one more game.
Open that website that I sent to you, yeah? Because our good friends at Wardwall have provided a spin the wheel or show the camera type thing.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to use this this could be a Stateside staple in regards to games that we like to play. Essentially, all you got to do Stateside up 5 times back to back. We're going to play the game together. We're going to essentially create NBA starting 5s with random selections of teams that they will provide.
My luck.
Well, there's always going to be a theme in regards to why we do the starting 5s of said episode, and today's a very simple one. All Stars. I'm going to caveat it though, within the last 10-ish years, they've got to be fairly modern. I don't want to hear Michael Jordan and them, man. Them man are too back. And Michael Jordan's not in good light right now. I'm telling you, he messed up over the weekend. I'm telling you. But, hey, man, relatively modern, last 10 years-ish All-Stars in a starting 5. Point guard, shooting guard, small forward, you know the rest. Can you do that for me? Can you do that for the people?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
First, or do you want to go second, Stateside?
Let me start first.
Go on.
I'm chomping at the bit now.
Spin the wheel and show the camera. Tell us, who is the first team that you're crafting the starting 5 of All Stars? Tell us.
Let me spin it.
I'm waiting in suspense. I'm nervous because I don't know what team is going to come up,
The Washington Wizards.
Oh, what a stinky first pick.
I hate to see it.
Okay, well, All Stars within the last... Yeah. All Stars within the last 10 years.
I don't know where that name came from.
I don't know either, mate. I don't even
The last 10?
them, man. Washington Wizards All Stars for the last 10 years. Okay. Is yours point guard?
Sure. Bro, I'm literally scraping the barrel. Yeah, give me Westbrook.
Obviously I'll cut some of these bits out in the social edit, but John Wall, you missed him, unfortunately.
Nah, man, he missed me.
I got the Denver Nuggets.
Oh, you hate to see it, man.
I'm taking Jokic, big man.
Of course you are.
Yeah. That's what I do. Spin the wheel again for us, Stateside up. Come on, tell us who you're getting.
The Detroit Pistons.
Oh, we just spoke about them. They've had a few,
A few All-Stars.
Yeah.
Give me... Oh, what? Give me Chauncey.
In the last 10 years, give your head a wobble, fella.
In the last 10?
Yeah, give your head a wobble.
I'm not picking Drummond. The hell? The last 10, bro. I've got nothing.
There's All-Star that play. Oh, that's a good pick.
Who else are you thinking about?
Cade. Jalen Duran.
Give me Jalen Duran.
Fairs.
Started off on the back foot.
I still would have taken Blake, but yeah, fair enough. Let me spin the wheel again. There we go. Blake over. Okay. Oh. I got the Chicago Bulls.
We are bound to get one of them, man. Do you know what I mean? Start off.
Last 10 years though. No, I'll take Jimmy. I'll take Jimmy Butler.
Who's them the last 10 years?
Yeah, 2000. He got traded 2017, 18. So he would have been in a Chicago Bull and he would have been an All-Star. Yeah, would have been one.
Lucky.
Yeah,
right.
I'll put him on the shooting guard.
The New York Knicks. Give me Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, good pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, good pick. No, don't worry. I won't accuse you of cheating yet. You know. So just a reminder, your team at the minute is Westbrook.
I have to Westbrook, Jalen Brunson, and Jalen Duran.
Yikes. Okay. I've got Jokic. Jimmy Butler. Yes. I think that's my
You're about to get your phone.
The Philadelphia 76ers. There's ways I could go with this. Stateside up. There is ways I can go with this, but I've got to take Embiid, don't I? I've got to take Embiid.
Taking a piss, bro. Of course you're taking a beat.
Hey, Embiid.
What?
We're good.
We're good, bro.
Good, bro. Best.
I mean, what options did you have outside of Embiid?
Tyrese Maxey. I had him. To Ben Simmons, prime Ben Simmons as well, of course. You know.
It has to be Embiid.
Yeah, it has to be.
No question. Had to be.
No, Paul George was an all-star for the Sixers. Hell no.
Oh, what?
You got Utah. Yes.
Can I spin it again? In the last 10 years.
Yeah, you got guys.
I mean, I'm thinking of Donovan Mitchell. I'm thinking of Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
They've all been picked.
Hayward.
Nah, that wouldn't be in the last 10. Would it?
Yeah.
2017? Oh, nah, man. Hayward and give me Larry Markkinen.
Oh, good pick. No, it's good for what it was, but now.
Yuck. That's what I think about my team.
Yikes. My team is currently walking all over yours. I can't lie. You know.
Need to see it.
I'll spin again. I've got I need to get a point guard and a small forward. Okay. I've got the Dallas Mavericks. I'll take my point guard. I'll take Luka, please. Thank you. Yeah, man, this is going great for me. I can't lie. This is great. It's fantastic.
My fifth and final pick with the Denver Nuggets.
Fair enough. I've taken Jokic already.
Mike Malone.
It can't be that dark, is it? Is it that dark?
Bruv, there's no one else. No, because I've got Westbrook, Jalen Brunson, Duran, Larry Markkinen. Wow. Ugh. Even saying it out loud is giving me the shivers.
Yeah.
Also, I've got the three.
Nuggets. Yeah, Nuggets All-Stars. MPJ hasn't been an All-Star. Jamal Murray has been an All-Star as of recently. In the last 10 years, they had many big men.
Give me Jamal Murray and let's just end this game now.
Yikes. Oh, God. Okay, well, to round it off, I just need small forward. I have a name in my head. Charlotte Hornets. Ouch.
Hurts. You've got Embiid and Jokic on your team. I'm sure that ouch. It don't hurt as much. You know what I mean?
I think I have to take LaMelo because they haven't. Kemba Walker? Hell no. Yeah, let me take LaMelo.
No one sufficed. Hell knows a bit harsh, but.
So just to round off the teams, I have.
To?
Yeah, man. My team is Luka Doncic, Jimmy Butler, LaMelo Ball, Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic. Good team.
Great team. That's
Well,
it.
boys. Go on.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. For your host.
Bro is embarrassed to stand next to his team.
Wow. We're gonna have to do this again next week because this
It
can't
can't
be
end
it.
this way. It
Surely.
can't end
What the
like
hell?
this. Amen.
It can't be it. But yeah, my team: Westbrook, Jalen Brown. No, Westbrook, Jalen Brunson. Whew. Jamal Murray.
Oh
Let's call
no.
it.
Yeah, man.
Let's call it.
Yeah,
Let's
man.
call it.
I was gonna ask the sweets which team is better, but
Let's
don't
call it.
worry. Like, share, comment, rate, subscribe. All that
Part
jazzy
2 of
stuff.
this will be next week.
Yeah, whatever you say, man.
God.
Whatever you say. But we will be back next week.
And 100%, 100%.
Oh,
Can't
yes.
wait. Can't wait. We might even have a guest on there. We'll see.
Don't count your chickens before they hatch, lads. You know,
Exactly.
we might have something special for you. But
Yeah.
until then,
Great All-Star weekend. You know what I mean? Long may
Yes.
it continue.
That's
There'll be a little break before, obviously, these lot come back for the second half of the season. Let's see what team actually, flips the switch.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? Who's trying to change the narrative for the second half of the 25-26 season?
Who's trying to knock OKC off their perch?
I'd say all will be revealed on Stateside Report. But to ruin the episode for you, no one's gonna do it. Yeah, like, share, subscribe.
Oh,
See you later.
take it easy, lads.
In a bit.